Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call colors, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join we 8 a.m. salon time from Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call colors, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join we 8 a.m. salon time from Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call colors, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join we 8 a.m. salon time from Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep.
Yes, colleagues, another beautiful edition of your program. Good morning and welcome to the final edition of the program for this week. Of course, this na program called Rest right on Weird na YouTube and on Facebook. My name na Sembepe, the freedom fighter, and of course, we get a lots of people them way don't join the family house. But like always, we need more people for join we na this family house, and so we look up to you. We don't already subscribe to this channel for as well. You know, be we ambassador and bring more people them right na this channel, so then we're able for the benefit from things them where they happen inside we country where we call we yard. Okay, so right now as we talk, we get 62,175 subscribers then where we can call family members. Well, we still get a long way for go, because we want to reach 100,000 before this December they come to an end. And on Facebook, yes, we get over 32,000 followers them. Thank you very much, guys. We appreciate una all don't do very well, but we still need more people them, because as we dey run down for say 2023 January, welcome, we want to reach that particular number. And don't forget, of course, we get a challenge for raise this $5,000 by the 20th of this month. A lot of people them don't send in their own, you know, things them where they can do. You of course, you know, say normally where we can go on in a project like this, we can as well come back at the end of the day, show you bit by bit, waiting we don't do. That is why you trust me, and that is why you give we every other time with whatever project we come up with for make we go able for implement them. But in the meantime, I want to use this opportunity for say happy birthday in advance to the producer of this particular program, where na Elias Ba. I want for say happy birthday in advance to you, and they wish you all the best as you celebrate this wonderful, you know, birthday. And of course, the 20th of this month, this channel, the turn 3. And of course, after Elias Abba, on the 21st, the 24th, na Mion birthday, and the 6th of January, na Bible and birthday. So of course, all of this to line up for you. So we ask you for 2 presents. One, for let you make we reach 100,000, and the second one, for let we able for raise $5,000, because we want to use that one day for something where we're not able to explain to you yet. But we will come to you with a surprise package. So now we're starting, we'll start the ball rolling, and we'll go straight to the first things that we get inside the program this morning, which of course we can always want to watch the different you know, front page of the paper that where we get for the morning. And of course, we will start with the very first paper for this morning. The very first paper we will start this morning now the Vindicator newspaper. But before we start, let's just get them for you proper one, so you will see them very well as I go about for read the different ingredients them with the inside the program this morning. Yes, of course. So now we can go and see the first thing where we get. The Vindicator newspaper now the first pick for this morning. We guess already the ready for you this morning. And then the Vindicator newspaper say Tony Elumilo Foundation and US official host conference on Africa-US relations, and at presidential cocktail / president highlights freedom and challenges in journalism, and Salon gets 100 million World Bank DPF grants, and 152 accused persons get legal aid board representation, and NATCA and Telecom stakeholders agree to review mobile tariff. This and other story for you inside the Vindicator newspaper for this morning. Next week, get for do with the Success newspaper, we say at presidential cocktail / president expresses fear over print media sustainability, and Sarah Hope fertility clinic formally opened at John Obey. Republic of Korea donates new vehicle to Mada and Fatima Bio Foundation. This another story there for you inside the Vindicator news, inside the Success newspaper. And the next pick now the Awoko newspaper, where say South Korea boost Mada and Fatima Bio Foundation with 5 vehicles, and VP launches Western Area Wash Master Plan, And I have given you the heaven I promised, President Bio tells journalists. As Parliament refused to annul PR regulations, opposition leader refers Parliament to Standing Order 32-6. This is another story there for you inside the Aoko newspaper for this morning. Sorry. And the AZ newspaper says 76% Sierra Leoneans say Bio government is doing well. Afro barometer. Wow. And then you get fifth media cocktail epitomizes my re-election in June 2023. President Bio and Parliament ratified large-scale mining agreement. Parliament endorses Justice Fisher, 9 others as High Court and Appeals Court judges. ECSL to launch 3 new systems for easy online confirmations. This another story there for you inside the AZ newspaper this morning. And then the next speak now the Salon, Voice of Salon, where it says, stay with me, let the marriage continue. President Bio calls on journalists. PPRC urge NGC to proceed with lower level election. Government commits to debt transparency and management. Sierra Leone signed $25 billion gas pipeline project between Nigeria and Morocco. And craving for development and symposium on strengthening agri-food supply chains in Africa. U.S. ambassador boost community-based project in Sierra Leone. This another story there for you inside the Voice of Salon. The next paper this morning, now the Concord Times newspaper, where Patrick Sandy, then the Concord Times say ACC is considering further action on missing Chinese rice, the picture of Alpha Timbo, and you get Bombali District Council hands over markets and other EU-funded infrastructures to the communities. Prince Sule boost in race to gain NOC SLF presidency. And then you get NPDC to organize political debate for youth, women, and PWDs. This another story there for you inside the Concord Times newspaper. And of course, they get African, Caribbean, and Pacific states to work together on road safety. This another story there for you inside the Concord Times newspaper. And then the other paper we'll get on the last paper for this morning. Now the Calabash newspaper where say Sierra Leone signs $25 billion gas pipeline project between Nigeria and Morocco. Republic of Korea donates brand new vehicle to Mada and Fatima Bio Foundation. U.S. Embassy supports 8 community organizations with $40,000 grant. NP Sierra Leone Limited embarks on thorough facelift of its Kisi terminal. Prince Sule boost in race to gain NOC. Sierra Leone presidency and Milton Magai University Court exonerate Professor Philip John Conte. This another story there for you inside the Calabash newspaper for this morning. Well, now the paper that this way we actually get inside the program this morning, where we will come actually see waiting. We go able to get for we guess. But in the meantime, let me just take again a very short break. Then we'll come back just now for let me come talk about the different issues that were they inside the program for this morning. In the meantime, let's take this break and then we'll come back just now.
Oh yes, plenty organization don't come and go, but this one come for stay because in M, not the heartbeat of God for help the poor and needy. It's the Sidra Women's Organization.
Sidra Women Organization. They come for help with the poor and them. Sidra Women Organization.
The Sidra Women's Organization will be launched officially on Saturday, the 7th of January 2023. This historic event go unfold inside McKinneyton, right now the SLTU Hall. The time now 10 o'clock now morning. As the main aim of this organization now for help the poor and needy, the Sidra Women's Organization would like for extend invitation to all Soriat organizations, especially other sister women's organizations, for can witness this colorful ceremony. I say we McKinney fumble them. Let we not forget the date again. Now Saturday, January 7, 2023, 10 o'clock now morning, and the place now the Great SLTU Hall, McKinney Town. This organization is sponsored by a daughter of the swell based in the United States of America, Madam Sidratu Aminata Kamara. The Sidra Women's Organization helping the poor and needy is our passion. Is our passion.
They come for do their best to the poor, east, west, south, the east, and the north.
Afuma me no supported, kare mara afuma money. Afuma me no supported, kare mara afuma money. Anye antike, ali.
Oh yes, plenty organization don't come and go, but this one come for stay, because in M, not the heartbeat of God, for help the poor and needy. It's the Sidra Women's Organization.
Sidras Women Organization. They come for every poor one. Sidras Women Organization.
The Sidra Women's Organization will be launched officially on Saturday, the 7th of January 2023. This historic event.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colores, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join we 8 a.m. salon time from Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voice.
Of course, we get the other people we just don't drop inside the program where we go look quick one way now the Sierra Express Media. Sierra Express Media gets a big banner headline where say Ribi children not benefiting from free quality education. And then you get border security, other operations, Cambia Police Division gives security updates. And then on policies and salaries harmonization, Trade and Labor Ministry visits Kisi Industry Company. And then you get SLFA lift ban, lift Musa Tombo's suspension. This and other story there for inside the Sierra Express newspaper. Continue for the week. This is the program we have on YouTube and on Facebook. Of course, the program of itself. Now, Colores. We'll come back just now.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colores, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So, no forget to join we 8 a.m. salon time from Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, usai we go bring to una different guests dem wey dey can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how snooze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So, now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colores, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So, no forget to join we 8 a.m. salon time from Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how snooze again what go here
Of
today.
course, this morning we don't come again with another beautiful edition of the program what we call Colores. Well, we don't get with guests inside the program this morning. We go come for help we for talk about the different ingredients them where they inside the Colores. You know, well, we don't know which one part the Colores that we don't prepare, which sauce we don't prepare for we inside the program this morning. But we don't already get some many go can't tell we that one day. Well, this particular individual now a seasoned journalist. Now somebody this way don't use in hand for make sure say it puts things them in place for the better of the country. Well, interestingly, this individual now person this way get a wealth of experience in terms of national issues them inside the country. And in name na Abdullahi Chernossi, where actually they work for one newspaper where they call Glow newspaper. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we family members them inside this wonderful house of over 62,000 family members na YouTube and 32,000 family members na Facebook. Now we use this opportunity and welcome we your guest for this morning, Wayne Abdullahi Chernossi. Welcome to the program this morning and for the very first time inside Colores.
Good morning and thank you very much for welcoming me.
Okay, so now look at this thing. For example, Abdullahi Chernossi there inside the program what we call Colores. So the question I will first ask you: when last you eat Colores?
I eat Colores every day.
Oh, nice one. So who's one pan? Who's sauce so you can like? Who's soup? Who's plasas so you can like more pan Colores?
Well, the best Colores I can like cassava leaf.
Oh my God!
Consider the way.
Waiting at this thing about cassava leaf. Where everybody cassava leaf?
Cassava leaf where you sleep. Then warm up for you eat them. But like only I need like belly, they eat like belly.
Not tell me say you can fetch for that cow with that picking oh.
Definitely, you know, keep fed for that crowd online.
Yeah. Anyway, now for the tell them one thing say now you first we give in Colores before them. Alright. So of course, since na cassava leaf you like, so na cassava leaf you can give it inside the program this morning.
No problem.
Thank you. So let me start and we go first. We get two things them where I see. The first thing where we take as a lead story now the issue of ACC and the Alpha Timbo, Kadeti Gogra and others, then Chinese rice saga. where they actually get inside the front page of a newspaper this morning, where we can look inside, where in they tell we about the action where ACC plan for take over this Chinese rice issue. Of course, it come out from the Concord Times newspaper, where I will just project for we actually see a quick one. Concord Times newspaper get this big story where they talk about this particular we all know say this Chinese rice, and I think this way lots of people get interest about 49,000 bags of Chinese rice. And then Patrick Sandy from ACC say then they consider for take further action on this missing rice. But nothing more than we consider, not the inside this story. Just that we consider and then give background. That's all. You think say the Chinese rice issue, and I think this way anti-corruption really they take serious?
But to me, definitely the anti-corruption for not indict those people, because for the far-fetched say, it don't say where this issue in the floor. We think now say ACC for all calling those people for do the investigation and try for conclude, because it's not a matter of say because you didn't have governance, they're not for investigate you. And mind you, Sierra Leoneans are really concerned on this issue, on this rice saga, you know. So we ACC don't need for consider. They need for take the actions, because if you don't see the evidence out there, you need for calling the people them. But they can answer to so questions that these are the allegations. Una try to make una clear on our heads them. So to me, I not sample let them consider.
Because we all know say this na case we been there na court at one point in time. ACC come back and say we not get enough things there for prosecute. We withdraw this case and we will consider for come back. So from when they consider now, if na case where they really serious about, we know for we don't see the reinstated people here. But as we talk, so then people are the work, they not even think say them they get case na court with ACC, and then the work confirm one without any problem. So when they tell we now say they consider, then they consider. Now just consider no more. Then go consider for the rest of the world.
But to me, that beat me imagination, because if they investigate certain people for alleged crime committed, and not feel say those people were allowed in our office until they able clear their ears. But me other problem with beat me imagination is why the ACC they take so long on one great matter, whilst other matter then they expedite them very quickly. So then they beat me imagination. They don't need me to me. They don't need for let them consider. They need for take their actions. And then people in the way they don't call in for this investigation. Make if not the president or whatever, let them pull them and allow ACC for do their work. Because this is a national issue and it may benefit to Sierra Leoneans. If that guys they not come for angry people, it come for everybody. So if you come for everybody, it's high time ACC take their actions rather than begin consider. But how long they will continue to consider? So if you reach to the other side, now consideration they do, the other side they do the direct indictment. That I not see justice in a move. I not see justice in a.
Okay, so we move again and take since you now is a media somebody, and this one gets for do to now directly, you know, where we see say fraud now the media cocktail where happen this BNTM. As this now the last media cocktail where they do with the with State House. So a lot of things that they around this issue. Some people they say the 50 media cocktail, like AZ Media say 50 media cocktail epitomizes my re-election in June 2023. And then let me just get you the paper up. Let people them they see them as they read them. You know, and the other paper again, lots of paper they carry this story. Yeah, this other paper say, stay with me, let marriage continue, President Bio. And then you get this other one where actually they say, let's just watch one other one when they actually talk about this. This one say, I have given you the heaven I promised, President Bio tells journalists. This is not the Awoko newspaper where actually get that story there. And then you get a lot of other one that we come up with different one them. So first of all, the media cocktail, you know, President Bill say don't promise heaven, and then he don't give the media. What do you make up of this? Of course, people will say they don't do the seditious libel law, they don't do a lot of things then for the journalists. But again, other people them get other things them when they talk about say, you don't put land in there, but you come with another one we can replace that with cyber and all of them things in there. But as a journalist, how you see the promise of the president will make and the deliver what he deliver?
To be honest with you, the media cocktail with the president, to me, it's not that too bad. Though if you look at in other areas, in the muscle press.
How?
But the problem is if the media was supposed to become independent, on the list with the governance system, so inside they make our work process become so tight. You understand what I mean? The freedom of the media, yes, the president do well. You don't give me the 1965 Public Order Act, you don't repeal them, which is fine. You don't say they give state land to the media, which is fine. Then don't say they give subvention to the media, which is fine. Because those are all the things where the media want. You look at, say, LEONE, a third world country, where we say the media, without, especially wording at the newspaper, if you don't get adverts, you know where we come out. But if you get subvention, we will at least they will push you up small. I think, to me, a laudable venture. But if you look the way some media outlet and they behave because of, I don't want to talk everything, but to me, the president tries small, though not 100%. Then that cyber law, say, na law way too bad. It just feel like the 1965 Public Order Act with a repeal. Though two different with the previous one, the way the former government them they try for do. But to be honest with you, the media cocktail with the president, me not the good itself. Because one man we believe if I want become independent, I need to come out from governance that they far off, and I elect for that day with the poor people, because that them with the faithful. You understand? But the moment you begin to wrap skin with those people, you sabi what they happen now. They must go don't pass through the envelope them. So something in the way you see way for talk and not see the what's done. So to me, the president try on that side, but he get for do more for the media.
So the one interesting piece where me pick actually get for do with this particular paper, where I been done the search on the Elephant newspaper, get a banner headline where it caption in green say disgraceful fraud at presidential cocktail. So basically, I been get a gist on this particular one where I go bring out to you again for do with money business. So let's see waiting waiting exactly then they try for talk with regards this particular issue. Listen this thing. It say so the transport fee for all journalists yesterday, 7th December 2022. You actually been they say the envelope, right? We make the too much go near.
Exactly.
Listen this one.
Exactly.
And we be see during the cocktail a lot of media when the president they say when I go give me back the second time, all man the media they say yeah. Can you imagine how media the reaction of the media during the cocktail self not been just called for, because as a media I not say if you want to be political, if you come out and say I am political, but as a media you have to be independent. You not endorse any candidate against the other one day, but the sound effect them will be the get. You not been too called for. You actually follow the cocktail. You watch them.
Well, to be honest with you, I like for do more of the local issues rather than following what the people like they do. On the side of we colleague media issues where they happen around that cocktail, involved with some big guns within the media self, we at least when they say go give so possible let them attend this instead of you get full either you put them or give. So this all are discrepancies within the media. Some of you can like for remain independent. I tell you mostly. I not like for that near parties because sometimes you have to be independent to make it disseminate information. But the moment you don't mix up with politicians or politics, you not go to the work because you always and they see you bias. I hope you understand what I talk. You become bias. So waiting some of your colleagues and they do if you're not a journalist, we don't go already in politics, you don't join politics, declare yourself. Rather than you say me not a journalist, because they go look at the one the way good, because out of 100%, you must get up to 20 or 30% will join you. Then the balance all then get political parties the way they affiliate themselves to. But if you don't come and declare yourself, say, me don't do a super party, well, like the two political parties will look at you, say you're a political prostitute in the media industry. So waiting me advice, I advise some of our colleagues them, let them try for be neutral if you want to be neutral. Then endorsing president, where people the poor taxpayers money where the president themselves they enjoy, people and out there they watch you now. You know, the jubilation, the sing praises of the president. You wait till the people and go for say. They say they want the way you feel say for the effect for we. If then they make so that next we will go cry to. And mind you, the media now a fourth estate. You understand? Now fourth estate we are here. We not to governance. We not to government. We will come and go. Who they are constant. If they are constant, I feel say we go for do the right thing. Already we try for solving the country situation. Because we got to be honest. CLA from 1965 to now. You know, you say you don't travel. You don't see how countries don't develop within a time frame. Why CLA from 1965 to public God activity will effect for just roads, lights, you know, all that thing and day. It's funny. Some of who can get there half travel and they we can really regret say why we leaders are not the try for land. At least if then they sit on the place, let them sit on the glass, let them see the company countries how they develop. Okay. Well, like they're not the same.
Look, I still want to read this thing where I want to come up with. We say so the transport fee for all journalists yesterday, 7th December 2022, presidential media cocktail was 1 million leones. And some received 750, some received 450, and so on. But at least they pay money. But then been they say where they pay been they organize the presidential media cocktail and not been they give journalists them nothing. So who that been the whole onto the money? This is not the question where they ask. So for 1 million where they want for give each, then divide and cut them 750, 450 where they give to journalists them. And of course we know say this is the normal routine for many organizers them of the media. They can don't make a budget say this, for example, a transport for the media for do this coverage. At the end of the day, you see them begin for cut. You know, me self be victim of that at one point in time, at one particular time when I been they cover Charles Magai, you know, in the 2018 election, you know, for that particular election, I been cover Ram all over. We work at different villages and town, and then we see say then they actually need for arrange as a media, they get for arrange the transport and lodging and all other things that you pay them. The person where they been put in charge decide for work otherwise, begin cut how he want for cut them until when I raise up the issue with Charles Magai and Charles Magai call him vex para before ever he settle, and that's been Dr. Denis Sande by then. So this is not the normal routine, you know, when it comes to, you know, issue of media and the one they really organize for media. But it just too shocking right inside the office of the president. The media they point finger on the one they really organize and say they put up a fraudulent act on this particular issue.
Yeah, to me, those people need to be exposed. Trust me, I know the hype was way bad. The reason being, I don't have been for a long time. Since I've been work for the Independent Observer. Okay. You know, when Ibrahim 98.1.
Yes.
I don't know how we don't struggle at the media industry. How now system they give you they go offline and they ask for by percentage. Why on heart did they go do so? Sometimes we not need for hiding people, I will go for expose them. Me know say some big guys within the media where I not go call them, then get involved. Because if this to happen, say this one they don't give them. Likely we say from where president begin call them, money they come out. Those envelope, my brother, those envelope now way very bad. So me I go advise me colleague media houses them say if you know the people when I expose them, me I not afraid for expose them. But no one person I will tell you say yes, these are this. Because the brother, you dey go suffer yourself all day, forget the news. You get for cast it on you crack the brain. For how you compile that newspaper for make a cam na paper or for make it in a radio. You understand? Now you want the think that you want to know how they suffer for get them. So why don't they go give you per diem or they give you transport allowance, plus they go look back in quarter. Where they say instead we don't get more than that because organizers and they always give them excess. And they call excess a part of what they call for the media. You understand? So plenty and nothing way I think me they call we copy colleagues and let me try for quarter more. Don't be get expose those people. No matter if me two within a one house we eat the same food, whatever. We need for them. We need for them, definitely. Because you know they tell well. The country, the way the country on this room now, sometimes still we don't need for either. You have to say the truth. When you say the truth, then you know you're not gonna move on. So that's the reaction towards that story.
All right. The program now could get on YouTube and on Facebook. The channel now we are, and of course we get Abdullahi channel C where they will take inside the program. They talk about the different issues them where the different newspaper them don't come up with. And of course the next pick where we go take this morning now the Calabash newspaper. The Calabash newspaper get a lot of story them where I go one follow we take two out of them story them. They number one, then say this na story we cut across other paper, then that is why they take them. You know, then two. One, Sierra Leone signs $25 billion gas pipeline project between Nigeria and Morocco. You get the idea of this?
Yeah, I guess small idea on that day.
Okay. Waiting about this signing.
The line they break you come in and on and off.
Okay,
you
so
come again.
You get me? Sierra Leone signed $25 billion gas pipeline project between Nigeria and Morocco. You get an idea on this, right?
Oh, no.
All right, unfortunately, we're not okay. Now, the next tick where we'll take inside this, now they say the Republic of Korea donate brand new vehicles to Mada and Fatima Bio Foundation. Republic of Korea donate to Mada and Fatima. What do you think of this story?
Well, to me, the story, a little story, because you know, so we can always stay like for make news where people can read. That I can tell you definitely. When you read the story, the headlines to the content, at times you know can work. But if that not the thing, then donate to Mother Foundation. I think maybe now they don't go lobby for themselves. But if you not Mother, you go lobby. I mean, you are the president of Sierra Leone, and those things supposed to be for Sierra Leoneans. You don't need for go lobby for yourself. You need for lobby for the country. You understand? But sometimes some stories we self can carry, they see the headlines with the story.
But this basically different paper they carry this same kind of story where means say it not gonna be different from waiting and talk because they donate 5 vehicles to them actually to Mada and Fatima. 5 vehicles. Let's see another paper we actually carry them. The Awoko newspaper carry them say South Korea boost Mada and Fatima Bio Foundation with 5 vehicles. Awoko not they give we fake, title with different story. Okay, you find it difficult for
but that's how they say.
Yeah.
On that issue, that donation we then give to Mother Foundation, like I tell you no more. You know, some people can write projects, but the influence of the president, the foundation for donate vehicles and to me now I'm question mark. The question mark is why now the president, the foundation, they for go donate vehicles them.
And these are the same questions we come up. Now the same question is we come up in my mind when I seen this. I become torment. Say what? Wait. Why? Mada and Fatima Foundation, not a government entity.
Why is other Hello. I say why is other Soyat organizations and they and they advocate for the poor people and they not get vehicles. So why the donation to the President's Foundation?
So this again,
to me,
we
this
therefore
beats
look at
imagination, because if you look
yes, go ahead.
Yeah, if you look why now then they donate vehicles to the President's Foundation? Why is he been there in opposition? They not donate vehicles to her? Because again, a lot of discrepancies behind them. We check them too as a media. Because something that they go down, you not go down on a hit, but just put the question and left and so,
So as we talk so right now, one of the reasons why make then they say they want for seize the former president in oath na Godrich, na similar thing like this. At one point in time, when he been there in office, we understand as a journalist say the Chinese they use $2 million for do that in oath they back na Godrich. Because of that one day, interestingly, now the private property, now him being secure the oath without another into governance. But because he used that money there for broker oath and bill and back, make them say then they seize them now. So the same goes to this. If you then a government, of course you use your influence for gain something. So this one now, he used the office of the president, the office of the first lady for get something for the country, but then divert her now to their own personal organization. And this is not the first time where we don't hearing things and they like African Express, for example, we talk about COVID money where at one point in time UBA Bank they talk say then they divert some of their money they ask for inside to the Mother and Fatima Foundation, organization. Where if you look like you rightly say, why now and it not actually supposed to be. Anything where they come on behalf of the country of Sierra Leone, no need for be diverted to any personal something.
Yes, because to me, if anybody want to do donation, not to way you did a governance donation. Anything we come within that time frame, where you did as a sitting president, now is state property. You understand? Because if looking at the indictment of former president on his properties, just because he don't broke the house within that if he don't build, he can change them. Meaning he don't use people taxpayers' money there. So ACC get for come after. So why you serve as a president? If you want to make foundation, why not go do it before people can do donation? Now put it at the media. And if the people that they give a donation, maybe they get their interest where they want at the country. So projects. Else they don't do that, they don't start for do donation. We're not going to give them the headspace, we're going to go ahead. It will be easy walk over for them. You understand? Because I don't show you don't feel like you this you want to let people help you, and then I can't give like a 50 million. I say, hey, Ali, look at me, $50 million. Anything I will come for now, I can meet you. Instead you did that system, you will give me the headspace. You say, but this man a good man to me. You understand? Because you already don't pay him. So need to me, you not called for. But anything way within that time there as a president or whatever, anything we can do for the country. To me, that's my own opinion.
So you think say this is a conflict of interest and a possible case for the ACC? You think say ACC will get interest in that kind of case here?
ACC is supposed to get interest on the issues there.
Yes, I like the word we use. They're supposed for. I like that word. But you think say they will get interest?
Well, now you make I give the word, I give the phrase I suppose. Because anyway, something that they said we can left them the Anglican, but ACC is supposed to carry out the investigation on issues such like that, because you really need to clarify to the people of Sierra Leone or to the people that will give the donation. If this is not for Sierra Leone, or it's not for Sierra Leone, or this specifically not for the president in the foundation, then we do clarity Obu no say yes, this can purely for the present foundation. You understand? And like I don't give you an example long. I not go be teacher. The school begin the under me. He can't give me money like how the country they so. He say, hey, teacher, now this I sent for you. Tomorrow, if I get for C result, I go one for pass C because I see this one like a good student. Example I just you understand. So ACC need to look for matters like this. If then deem it fits.
I just like the word when you talk. If them deem and fit for go into that one day, because a lot of people they say ACC na like a sword for opposition and a shield and guard for the ruling members them. I don't know if you see them the same kind of way, because I can quote directly Basita Michael, we na first member of the legal waiting council. So in this way, you see the ACC say na sword for the opposition, but na shield and guard for the ruling government.
Well, definitely me not see them so, because you don't see something like it happen just about like the police. They serve the government of the day. We serve the government of the day. We issue scam. You get for handler with professionally, or else then go cook from your job. Just like the ACC. So if the ACC gets for investigate this matter, then just get for do them. If then demand fits, if then demand fits. The pursuant to the opposition, then say the opposition within the governance. Then say we get their own commissioners with them be put. Remember, I said there was a commission of inquiry where former President Obama not been go through. Say la left arm. You understand? So those are the things. If that's don't go through, at least they say the ACC for don't bite. Remember, ACC Abdul Kohl, we resign.
Yes.
Just because he's that former government we want put up winning him. So he decides before I can't team image that resign.
And interestingly,
so,
he moved out of the country before he resigned.
Exactly. So the credibility of the commissioners of Sierra Leone ACC a question mark. And to we justice system self you get a question mark. That's my own opinion. Pastor Michael, the former Bar Association president, he gets a saying on what he say, which is right in your opinion. We ask the other people and go tell you say that in your opinion because he said we don't serve so. So those are the things. Like Sierra Leone, to be sincere, sure enough, we forget honest people in our office. Very few forget them. Very few forget them because issues of national interest. If I say yes, you want block me for not do my job, I resign. When I resign, I let the people know say, hey, this man not resign for something where you know say I for push the country go before. But guess what? How many people don't resign at this country? How many people were indicted for various crimes and within their governance? Ever resign? No. If they say no governance is 30 case. And if you don't have governance is 30 case, you know the powers that be. I know go knock it on. So waiting they happen. So the past way don't go opposition. That's the way they can. When they self get file against you and say, "Lord, we want after them." Because the file is here. So now that means sincerely, but for say then they administer justice today say this person is reliable for face justice. Hence you did a governance. What event. But that's my opinion anyway.
The Indigenous newspaper gets a story say economic situation in Sierra Leone is worrisome. That's not the case as it is right now.
Definitely. Now, like give for instance, I work at day before yesterday for Gotom because petrol not be. I only diesel day.
Okay.
You understand? Now, if you check most of the commodities we will be buy them 500. Now, you don't get additional 1 million or 2 million per tab. They imagine out of 100% of Sierra Leone population, the one the way they will not reach 50%. So if the situation just gets worse every day, well, it's a concern. It's a concern for the ordinary man. It's a concern for that office boy with and they pay 500, 600,000. Because if you look at what they pay the transportation for go and come, what you go make for the at the end of the day, nothing. Get your family, get yourself for pay.
What do you feel say responsible for this kind of bad state of the economy where they face with every threat now?
Well, now twofold. One, the the governor says self-responsible. In the first place, he can't implement this denomination, the change of these leos from 1,000 to 1 leon, of which they will succeed. Now they use 2 notes at the country. The 1 leon will get some, then will get the 1,000. That's the number one. Number two, the minister of finance self-mode come for telling people the truth about the economic situation of the country. Said we don't go bankruptcy, the country don't go bankruptcy except we get donor funding before ever we're able to push so development. Then this Ukraine war and this past COVID-19. You cannot say if COVID-19 will be coming, the bad governance not the way not they do well. You must do 1 or 2 things and way the other one will come in predecessor self will say yes that this person left. But looking at the world stage right now, the economic situation of the country and all over the world, they see there are challenges of this Ukraine war, the COVID-19. You know, see the COVID-19 maybe can maybe 6 people from traveling overseas and back and front. You understand? Then don't know where they come for every country, they afraid for coming inside the country because they say Leon get COVID-19. Maybe we not get professional doctors who handle like how they do and that. Though we able to succeed for fight the COVID and the other countries. Then this Ukraine war, you know, say food stuff and all other stuffs that what they do, fuel and other things. Now, then countries and then they come out. Now Ukraine is in war, complete mess that the world. You know, now like certain things and
but
how
sure you be say we don't feel from Ukraine?
Well, they get 2 sources of fuel. 2 sources of fuel in Sierra Leone. One we they get the one from Africa, then we get the one where they come from Russia. That's how I meant to understand with the PRA. You understand? So now that we don't shut down operation, the world don't shut down operation with Russia. Now we turn at the other Middle East for where we get fuel, and you know enough.
Okay.
Africa not able
so now you begin to talk about 2 different things: the bank governor, the finance ministry. We're not honest about the economy and all of them things. And they now you as well talk about the Ukraine and Russia issue. This Ukraine and Russia issue, not a secret, say it affects nearly every country on planet Earth, including the United States, including the UK. Yeah, we're in a big country then. Recently, we don't feel they go up. America don't announce them feel for the countdown at the second time this now. Whilst we own up and up in the go. Secondly, when they talk about the honesty of the bank governor and the finance ministry. In the UK, for example, in 45 days, when the prime minister not able to deliver, and not begin cast blame, say the economy will meet it been battered. The last person we been there, they don't kill the economy. Now that make at the struggle. In 45 days, when he no say he not able to change the country from USA in midterm and can go to the side where people go happy and resign. But here we are, 5 years ago, we still the cry say the last government batter the economy. When me and you as journalists no say, this government no say the one that we been there, they don't batter the economy. And then promise we say, then get what it take for change the lives of people. But as we did for 5 years down the line, then still the point finger on the last government. And not ready for take responsibility at any point in time. How now Ukraine and Russia can overshadow all of the inability for do things then?
Well, I don't make a mention Ukraine and Russia. I love Ukraine and Russia. To be honest with you, this government, we don't say the past government don't fail the nation,
and that
which is
they even
fine.
talk and before they come to power. When me say they know the old way they meet.
Exactly. Then we continue we can be under austerity where they come and take over. We
Which
understand
these
all
governments
that.
and where they be the opposition, they're well aware of.
So then we say them promise new direction.
And the new direction and for make sure say they transform the economy in the country.
Exactly. So this is shocking. For how long did it take them? Because at the final phase of this show. Don't me want not like for comment on that because these are the people all over social media can want listen with the journalists and the talk. Like you want to take see now so journalists don't talk this with any evidence. 2023 they are letting people and judge.
But at the same time, as a journalist, you get a responsibility for make sure say you put the exact thing at the ground and it left to the people for decide whether for take what you say or not.
Definitely, that's sad fact. That is sad fact.
On that note, as the speaker of parliament can say, on that note,
on that note, time make any
yes. So on that note, the economy, with all of them things that the economy still there. In fact, according to different reports where they come, hunger, for example, done 4 times more than how it been like in Freetown and other parts them. Poverty don't double pass how it been like. So who say we day? Why we put up a
you bring this let you understand. To be honest with you, President Bio not the try for this nation. This bank governor don't fail for quite a long time. First, for make them money there, he said and they go bribe. Though it change the language into another formation. You understand? Straight away for don't fight the bank governor. Say this bank governor no come for do serious of this for change the economy in this country. You understand? Then they count this new money when are these new loans. These new loans don't come. You give time to them say sustain this new money for take effect. Now you don't push them back to 2023. Then you as a president, you don't understand. He said, once he said this man really not ready for work with the governance. This man not really ready for push this country in development one. Because in any states, the bank governor and the finance minister are the only economy of the country. You know that. But those people are not credible for make a change in the economic situation. You have to change them. And they're not a secret we hide. But I not ever see President Bio they say about this parliament.
So how them will change them? Look for example, Jacob Jusu Safan are the brain of this particular government in terms of financing. And Jacob Jusu Safan been done there now the Ministry of Finance for long term and not able to do anything. Yeah, now the same all with the round like when they say ring of roses, we just the round inside bucket. We're not able to move. Then promote Jacob Jusu Safar from the finance minister to the chief minister. We get a lot of other responsibility there for mobilize and for coordinate the other ministry there, including the finance ministry. If this person gets promotion, how without not be able to deliver outside day, how the economy will go before? Because these are the people that they advise the president on the monetary issues there.
That are the biggest problem we faced. The problem we sack man before you pull on our office, you go get our office we secure past the all been there. Jacob Safa still get a say in what they talk about you. Safa still get a say at the finance minister indexed. He gets say at the governor indexed. So any decision we governor want take, they go to directly to the president, they go meet the chief minister in the hospital. And immediately, you understand? What happened COVID-19? Which cancer, which don't fund the way cancer, we lead to some of man and they for pulling at the offices and they. But if you take them back, you can put on an office where you will still administer in your administration at that same office day, and also say changes day. So anyway, in the like minds of the country certainly invest anyway. Because some of we can talk there with the commodity for proportion. Though as a journalist, you get for independent. But you know go like for see country every day they go down, every day they go down. You should say like for see country improve in terms of economic situation, improve in terms of infrastructure. All them stuff and the way they see outside there. You understand? But like a country like Leone, every day is just like yesterday is okay, today is the worst. Then how when again you go say I go fire Minister of Finance, I go fire bank governor, who will get just few clicks to the elections. Just few clicks to the elections. The moment you don't notice as a president, don't notice this person we have put able administer to the office to again, la change them. Immediately you change, not even get an office where you will get power over that office. The moment you get that power, you will use that same power for influence the person we can lead. So then still get for ride on the same course. So please.
So with all of these economic challenges they face, we see Usai IPAM, being pulled one exorbitant, list of, different fees the way the people have to pay. In this paper, they say ahead of the Monday's matriculation, parents and guardians appeal to IPAM administration to adjust tuition fee. You think so? Because at one point, this government has well been promised people them. Like for example, say the students when they go buy the entrance form and other things, then go refund them money them. But 4 years from when they promise and when they talk about they don't ever do them. And now this now waiting they happen. 6 million leons for one course where then they do now IPAM. People in the grumble say the things them really the expensive now the market, salary not they go, but again the fees them for them picking them they go really they go up every other day.
But these are the most shocking news that the country right now. Not only IPAM, other universities they carry the same. In fact, form with them they buy 200,000. Now you don't get 500, 600,000. Or they get some. You buy for get a form. Now you don't go through all that and they can't tell you say, hey, would they ace the fee when the parent don't prepare in 3 million for what pay for in begin. And that's able to afford. That you go shoot them up. Tell me too, but we don't forget a lot of dropouts. The free quality education where the person promise. Don't it try some area you not try. Like this university level. They go for really strengthening on. They're not strengthening them, but like this kind of free education where they get, most of them picking the way they come out. Because you look the massive exams the way people in the past for going to university. You look at this past WAS, CLC leading them pass the exams. And those people all get for going to university because everybody they yearn for like go university and go on a degree. Now you go meet say last year we pay for 3 million, this year I don't go 6 million. Then they had to the hardship.
So the situation now where we face with, for example, you find out say yes, then they pay tuition fee for the picking them primary to secondary. They don't come up primary, secondary. Now they forgo university. So the situation now where they face with now like when you then at university, you don't do your course, you don't spend a lot of money, and then you come no job no day. The amount of people where they graduate every year, thousands of people where they graduate every year. They reach like 500 we will get out of that one and we will get jobs. So every year you get a lot of people where they sit down without job. Now you find out that now for the university, then now we can't get a disconnect. They don't come out primary, secondary. Now for go college, money no dey for pay. So waiting na the human capital, because as far as the president is concerned, when they come out, na the human capital in the develop, invest in them so they will come back and give back. But if you can't get barrier, a bridge, we not get a river, we not get bridge along for connect the two, whose impact where the free education will create in the country?
Well, that's not the big question mark that one day. That are the big question mark. I just try for narrate on the issues and in terms of this hardship again, those government are the highest employers of this nation.
And normally in other countries, the private sector will be the highest employer then.
Exactly. Exactly. So you can't find out, see, if government do employ their highest rates and they not get that economy for begin pay everybody, they find out, see, even some people when they pay them, in the past, this month they started and pay the other amount, then they pay the other people like the 5, the 6. Because they say forget the revenue.
Interesting, let's draw your attention to this thing.
So what do you mean the thing? If them all along university, government not able to create that space for allow investors there for coming, for flopping in the country. So we get investors and where they come see, we can establish your society. The country, I'll tell you, like, Barack Obama will put that house there, it will still remain the same. Because governments are the highest employers of this nation. So, this university level, if government say this way they can't pay for university students, then guess what? So then they pull out revenue. So then they get that revenue. You find out, see, they get the inflation, they continue, because if government get for a same price, then taxes are up. Or let them able meet the mandate of the one the way they see they can pay for the university, pay for the primary and secondary level. Well, I will continue for Gobian. So if the president see us on saying he promote education, he really get for go out there and advocate for more foreign investors for Canada CLU. You remember when we get African meaning we the operator CLU. Don't everybody cry hardship. People will go offline, I like my feet on them body. Hence you get the work offline in the run for good because they go sick for pasture. You understand? But now, it not be. Now most of them niggas and they don't shut down. So the only way government can do my own opinion and my own opinion is say let government go out there and advocate more foreign investors for coming. Allow people can do business as in. Let them reduce the tax expenditures where they say they go and do outside, pay, take flight, carry 10, 15, 20 people for the whatever workshop where they get. Let them reduce and focus on developing the country and the people. But if we not change on them situation and their circumstances, and they will still continue on the same level, country will cry them down, will cry everybody down. Like I say, like now Barack Obama will go take a campaign and say, Leon, will be president. We not get investors the way they come in, where they pump money in Sierra Leone, we not get that that labor. We will get vast people the way they work at their side and the government not go able. Because you go to donor funding. That donor funding you get for PR, you get for refund that money. If they go give 1 year, you get for give another 2 years, and then they send you people the way they can deal with that money for monitor that money. The way they monitor that money, you get for pay for hotel fee, whatever. But that same one they won't be. But if investors then come in, you won't go there. We'll see salvation at the end of the day anyway.
Let's just bring this thing to you quickly. It will be the last thing. I see same on this economy and the budget. Then for begin budget discussion, na parliament. But the speaker say he not go advise for let them do any discussion. In other words, then they protest against the budget because they say they not pay them then sitting fee and their other related expenses them. So because of that, they not go discuss on the budget. So waiting this mean again for the country.
I really tired with Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone everyday news. And not to Google. But the speaker gets you thought over them. He say they not go allow let the debate go on that budget. Well, it's up to him. You understand? Now he know what to make he talks. But to me, I need to allow the debate to continue because I mean, if they're not budget for 2023, who's how they go? We are still on the same loopholes, same map, the same, everything same.
I don't ask people this question. I will ask you the same question. Every year they approve budget for the country, waiting for use. We find out say most ministry departments and agencies them not can get the first and second quarter, or if they don't get the first quarter, they not can get the second to third quarter. But the Ministry of Finance, they still come back and say they want supplementary budget. Which means say they want more money where they not even don't give to who that they supposed to give the money. So the question I can ask people is, who side we feel say the balance money they go?
Well, the Minister of Finance still get the answer. Because we are the okay. A lot of can give answer way, you know, I know say LEONE now I this show.
But as a journalist, you think this practical for then they give you money, for example, and give 5,000, then say go buy bread and butter. You just go buy bread. You not use the money for buy the butter. Then you come back, you say the money not do. It's practical.
And that's what they tell you. You not call for. You not call for. Those are the issues ACC need to investigate. Those are the issues meant for ACC. But sometimes, like I've been saying in the previous saying, the ACC get a lot to do, and then therefore, if you then want for remain the trust of the people, and therefore do waiting the people and need them. Because if you give me 5,000 for buy bread and not buy the bread, I can't tell you say the money not do. Guess what? What's happy within that money day? What's happen? Where's the money go? These are always question mark where the ACC need to answer. So us as a journalist, we have questions that we get for asking them. Let them answer. Where's the money go? When you go ask for supplementary budget, then the one the way supposed to get the money, they don't get it. Because they say a lot of people they call we quarter we get from finance, they will not get it. But then they go out there and they tell people and say, we need supplementary budget, we need for go this, we need for preach finances. At the end of the day, for what? ACC need to work. ACC need to come in very, very strict on issues like that. Let whosoever are concerned will clarify to the people and say, yes, so someone who will say, when they give this ministry, you know, will reach them. Now, so will divert them. Then we'll be able to understand. But if you don't do that one day, that will be down as a nation.
Thank you very much, Abdullahi Tijansi, for for we join me inside the program this morning. We appreciate your analysis where you don't come and give to we, and the questions them where you don't actually ask. But I see comments our and this one are for you. Absila say, he said the man they afraid for in life, no force him for talk.
I'm not afraid. I just want to get easy.
Well, you're not gonna say you're afraid, but you take it easy.
Okay.
Let them not undersweat you. Alright, thank you very much for taking time for joining inside the program this morning. We appreciate you, your time, and thanks to the family. We give you the time for let you sit down and talk to me. We appreciate you.
Well, thank you very much.
Alright, Abdullahi Tijansi come out from Glow newspaper. We join me inside the program this morning for let me talk about this particular issue. Well, of course, yes. We don't hear you waiting. It don't say, it don't give you your analysis. We appreciate them so much. One for tell them thank you on behalf of the team. Plenty thank you to the producer for this program, when Ilyas Abba, where of course they celebrating birthday on the 21st of this month. One for which are happy birthday in advance. Yes, and then one for say thank you to the entire team for waiting join me for make we get this program done. One for tell thank you to you where watch the program and to you where share. So you way as well like. One for tell you plenty thank you, appreciate you. Well, today na the last edition. We join you again on Friday with another edition of the Colores program. My name is Timbo, the freedom fighter. Until we meet again, it's another beautiful edition of your program. I want to say God bless the country Sierra Leone, where we call we are.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow dey like, especially when dem cook the soup or plasas wey dem like pass all. So na that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call Colres, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join we 8 a.m. salon time from Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.